Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about what it takes to achieve your dream body. So the picture on the left there is my latest progress picture, and basically the picture on the right is of Gregor Gallagher, aka Kino Body, and that's basically the physique that I'm aiming for. You can see he's clearly under 10% body fat, probably like 7 or 8 maybe, and around like 80 kilos. And we're like the same height as well, about 5'10". In that picture, I am 73 or 74. So to get from that left picture to the right, it's probably going to take another 8 kilos of muscle, maybe, and 2 kilos lost in fat, um, which would take me, yeah, up to around the 79, like 80 sort of mark. You might be in the position that I was last year, where you might have excess fat and you want to lean down first. You might be like 20+% body fat, like I was, and you want to get to the point um, where I'm at now, where I'm leaner, but also bigger and stronger than I was last year. So here's a hypothetical scenario for you to think about. If I was to put you in this environment here, I'll put you in a lovely house. It's very isolated. There's not much to do around. You're in the middle of nowhere. I gave you a personal trainer. You've got a state-of-the-art home gym and a personal chef. Do you think you would be able to achieve the body transformation that you want in the next, 12 months, or even shorter, like 12 weeks even? Like, do you think in this environment that you'd be able to do that? And you probably could. Like, everything's there, and there's very little distractions to, put you off making progress. So this is a much more realistic scenario for most people, for myself included. Um, so we probably don't live in a huge house in the middle of nowhere. We probably, live in a normal house in like a town or a city, and we probably go to a commercial gym instead of having our own private one. And we might not have a personal trainer. But do you think you could say yes to your future self for 3 months and make the transformation that you've been after? I'm guessing that you've clicked on this video because you want to improve the way that you look. And I'm going to go through basically what it takes to try and achieve that. So, a good thing to think about is what would actually prevent you from achieving the body of your dreams that you want in, say, the next 12 months? Just have a think. And for me, it was focusing on subtraction and your ability to say no. So, once you've actually got a workout program and a diet plan, I think that's the easy bit. At the end of the day, I don't think most people's problem is starting. Um, Anyone can like go to the gym like once and have a good day of eating, but it's actually carrying that on that's going to make the difference. And what's going to get in the way um, of you making progress and sticking to that plan? Well, it's likely to be going out to restaurants because the meals are incredibly high calories. Um, Even like sauces and stuff is just so high in sugar. Going to the pub, obviously, like drinking alcohol in general. Um, these drinks can be very high calories and can easily throw you out of a deficit. Not to mention, you know, being hungover just leads to terrible decision making, especially when it comes to food. Um, Not having food cooked for you, I put an asterisk there because if you have someone cooking meals that are in line with your meal plan, then that's great. Like, go for it. But it's when other people cook for you and it's not in line with your meal plan, because it's hard to say no, and it might be like high calories, and the thought is there, but you want to sacrifice, this next 12 weeks to getting lean. Um, you want as little distractions as possible, really. And yeah, just not having food put in front of you. Um, Quite often at work, like when I used to work an office job, people would bring me in like chocolate and sweets and everything, and it can really throw you off and mean that you need far more discipline and willpower than is necessary. So, what do you do? So, you want to create or buy a workout program. This is what finally got me consistent in the gym, was actually like buying a program from someone who knows what they're talking about. I bought the Kino Body Warrior shredding program because I saw his physique and I was like, that's the kind of physique that I'm after. So what does he do? How does he train? What does he eat? And it's all just there in front of you, like ready to go, and you can just switch your brain off and blindly follow it. Training 3 to 5 times a week. So when I first got consistent, I was training 3 times a week. It was no more than like 3 hours, 1 hour per session. And, it was building the habit first and then increasing the intensity. So once you can consistently go to the gym for like 3 days a week, then you can start adding day 4, day 5, more volume, etc. And it has to be resistance training, in my opinion, is the best. Um, just like lifting heavy weights, um, and just make this a non-negotiable training for 3 hours a week. I recommend the Kino Body programs. They're pretty much all of them are 3 days a week. Count your calories or eat the same meals every day. It's up to you. I find eating the same meals every day far easier, but sometimes there will be deviations. We want to try and minimize them as much as possible, but if you do deviate, then try and count your calories with MyFitnessPal. Weigh yourself every morning. Again, non-negotiable in my opinion, because without the data, how do you know you're making progress? So when a distraction arises, that means you skip one of these. Your ability to say no will be challenged, and this, in my opinion, is the hardest part of any body transformation. So if you think about each of these, when I was going through my transformation, um, what might be a reason why I didn't weigh myself in the morning? Well, it'd probably be because I didn't wake up at home, like I was somewhere else and I didn't have my scales, whether that be on holiday or just visiting someone. Um, Counting your calories, again, it was probably when I was like with other people, went to a restaurant. There's no real way to count your calories. Training, like when didn't I train? Again, probably holidays, just visiting people. If you're like hungover, um, it's unlikely you'll train. So just have a think about your own life and situations where um, distractions might deviate you from completing these tasks. So in summary, creating your body transformation plan is the easy bit. That's the training and the nutrition. The hard bit is subtracting the things that will get in the way. Um, Things like this. Like these are the things that are going to get in your way. And quite often it will come from other people, like social pressures. They're wanting you to go out to a restaurant or get takeaway or go out and drink alcohol. And that will really affect your progress a lot. And you want to try and subtract as many of those things as possible. So if you want help with your own body transformation, my one-to-one coaching link is in the description. And that's everything for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.